everybody. Kathy from Smyrna, Tennessee. I hope you're having a great day. Getting ready to cook some dinner for a change. Thought I'd make some keto cauliflower and cheeseburger casserole. So I hope you guys can see this angle okay. I don't have, really a good spot to set up my tripod. So I appreciate you let me know if you can see in the comments. If you're watching live, go ahead and put 1 in the comments. Hold on a second here. I'm going to hit, well, I'm kind of afraid to hit finish, so I'm not going to hit finish. Anyways, if you put 1 in the comments, hi Danny, that you're watching live, I appreciate it. And if you're watching on the replay, say sorry I missed you, and I'll give you a shout out. Hi Lois, thanks for joining us. Can you guys see what I'm doing? First of all, we're cooking keto cauliflower and cheeseburger casserole. I've already heated my oven up to 400. Hi Denise, welcome. Currently in the pan, I've started scrambling my hamburger. I'm going to turn this up a little bit higher on that. Hamburger takes a little bit, so trying to speed the process up just a little bit. So this recipe and any of my other recipes, you can get on my special group. I want to let you know that group isn't just for recipes. It's support for keto from the community. You know, they have recipes, they've got results, they've got anything and everything that you need. So if you want to be added to that group, go ahead and put group in the comments and I'll get you added. And if you wouldn't mind, if you would share this to your page and share it to your groups, I'm sure there's lots of value that someone else can get out of by watching this. All right, so first of all, the hamburger that I used, keto diet, fat is fine. This is lean ground. I got it from Publix, and it was in my fridge, so this is what I'm using. Won't have to drain any grease out of it once it cooks, because we want a little bit of fat in it. So, recipe calls for to microwave cauliflower. It doesn't say if it's frozen. It doesn't say if it's fresh, and so last minute. So I've got this cauliflower in my freezer, so I'm hoping this is going to be okay. It says 1 cup, 4 servings, so it's going to be plenty. And let's see what the instructions are on this. It says 4 to 6 minutes. So we're going to go with what that says and stick it in the microwave for 5 minutes. Now, with you guys as close as you are to my microwave, I really hope this isn't going to be too loud. So just let me know in the comments. Hi, Sandy. Thanks for joining. Louis, you're hungry. Well, this will be ready when you get home. So, like I said, I'm just scrambling the hamburger. So it says, well, I got the cauliflower in the microwave. It says, of course, brown the hamburger and sprinkle steak seasoning. Oh, come on, people. What is steak seasoning? Everybody uses different seasonings on their steak. I've got brown sugar bourbon. To me, keto diet, yeah, even though I take PTKs, I think this is going to have a little bit of sugar in it, so I'm not going to add this, but we could probably add that in there. If I was, cooking some steaks, I'd probably throw some onion powder, some garlic, some Greek seasoning, so that's what I'm going to add to them here. So, and I'm just going to put some garlic in here, and I'm just measuring. There's no recipes. Like I said, it says add steak seasoning, and so I'm just taking a dash of all my stuff. I'm going to put some onion powder in there. So, onion powder, fresh garlic, and we use a Greek seasoning. I don't know if anyone's ever tried this before, and we also use adobo a lot in this household, so I'm going to add some of this in here. Well, shoot, this one's not open. Let me just open this up because I have my tripod in the way of the, alright, so that is what I'm going to call steak seasoning in my house. So, just going to stir this up. I hope you're all having a great day. I see some new people on here. Why don't you tell me where you're from? While that's going on, let me see what my next steps are. Alright, so it says, in a bowl, beat eggs and whisk cream and butter. Okay, first of all, it says to go ahead and 1 tablespoon of melted butter. If any of y'all have seen my lives before on me melting butter, I didn't want to be embarrassed twice, so I have already melted my butter this time, because that was a big old mess last time. So I have 1 tablespoon of butter in here. I'm going to just pour it into here. It says 2 eggs. So I'm going to put my 2 eggs. Can you guys see what I'm doing? Let me see. I think that's probably a better spot. Let's put my 2 eggs in here. Alright, and it says beat eggs, and okay, and then add the whipping cream. So I'm going to beat the eggs a little bit. Usually I have my handy dandy stick. Roanoke, New York City, Atlanta, welcome. Thank you all for joining me. Like I said, we're getting ready for dinner. I'm off on, seems like every Monday in August. I work a flex schedule, so I do work a lot of hours, but it allows me to have Mondays off. And so I'm gonna cook some dinner and have it ready for when my husband gets home. Again, if you're watching live, go ahead and put 1 in the comments, and if you're watching my replay, put I miss you, and I'll reach out and say hi. Also, if you value this recipe, go ahead and share it to your groups, share it to your page. A lot of people on keto, low carb, or just want to eat a little healthier should get a lot of benefit from this. Also, if you want, oh, that cauliflower just popped. If you want to follow me on my next live, go ahead and just pick a spot on the screen, my face, wherever. Hit the 3 little dots on the top and click follow, and then follow me first, and then you should get an alert the next time I go live. And I've got some exciting stuff coming up, so you don't want to miss out on that. All right, so I've got my eggs. Let's see, it says 1/2 cup of heavy whipping cream. Like I said, keto diet, lots of fat, so I'm going to put 1/2 cup in this. And as my sister, when she's watching, she says, you always forget something. Well, guess what, guys? I forgot the 1/2 cup. But we're a little bit closer, so, and that's not even 1/2 cup. It's a good thing I don't measure on my own, because I'd be a little short. All right, so this is 1/2 cup. My cauliflower's done, so I'm just going to let it sit there for a minute. All right, I'm going to put my 1/2 cup of heavy whipping cream in here. And I put my butter in there. And so I'm just going to stir this up. So those of you that are just joining, this is a cauliflower cheeseburger casserole. Great for keto and low carb. I think it serves about 6 people. And I think I said it was 2.6, I think that's right, carbs per serving. So if you're counting your carb intake and stuff, so that's what that looks like. This is just the eggs, the butter, and the heavy whipping cream. So we're going to set this aside for now. Hi Sharon, thanks for watching. All right. And like I said, if you want access to my recipe group or my special group with a lot of keto and support group questions, go ahead and put group in the comments and I'll get you added to that. But please remember, we need to be friends first, so go ahead and send me that friends request and I'll take care of it as soon as I get off this live. Alright, so this hamburger looks about done. Nothing special with the hamburger, just ground hamburger, added what they call steak seasoning, which I put in onion powder, garlic, and some Greek seasoning. Should probably put a little bit of pepper in there. Pepper's good on everything. Sorry I keep going out of the shot. I'm going to have to figure out this setup. Usually I'm on my island doing stuff, but when you need a stove, you gotta change your setup. Hi Janet, thanks for watching. So yeah. All right, so that's done. Let me get the cauliflower. Let me read my instructions. I've got everything on my iPad here, so forgive me. Let's see, did that. All right, so it asks for 4 ounces of cream cheese. So, Philadelphia cream cheese. I don't know if you know this a lot, like Walmart's cream cheese, for some reason, its carb value is like 1 higher than this. This is like, what is there, no carbs in this? Well, it doesn't say it on there. So, you wouldn't think about it if you're on a keto or a low-carb diet. So make sure, even though you're looking at cheeses, check the value of them. Also, if you're doing strict keto, you won't be using some of the other cheese that I'm using. So just keep that in mind also. I do I don't know, I say dirty, lazy, sometimes keto. I drink PTKs, and those help keep me in ketosis, you know, whether it be instantly or within the hour. So if you want more information on PTKs, go ahead and put PTKs in the comment. All right, so let's get this, let's see, it says, what did I say, 1/4 cup? Well, I keep doing these lives, I'm gonna need a bigger kitchen. Someone might wanna let my husband know that. Let's see, 4 ounces. So they got little lines on here. I don't know if anyone ever noticed it. If you guys cook a lot, you probably already know that. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm gonna just cut it. I've turned my hamburger down a little bit because we're gonna go ahead and start adding this stuff into the hamburger. So, hope you guys can see this. This is pretty funny. I'm losing against the cheese. So, and you know, it says to just cut it in pieces. That last piece was kind of big, but it's all going to melt down and mix, so we should be okay in the end. All right, so there's cheese is out of the way. Let's see what else. All right, it says add 2 cups of the broccoli. Like I said, I used frozen not broccoli, I'm changing the recipe up, but you could probably put broccoli in this. 2 cups of cauliflower, I just used some frozen. Like I said, the recipe didn't say whether it was frozen or fresh, so just use whatever your preference is on that. I'm gonna kind of, it says 2 cups. I don't know, we might use more than 2 cups. We will see. It says to cut it up, but this breaks up a lot. I'm just going to break it up in here. So here's 1 cup. Let me shut my microwave. So, and do that. You know what? It's not much more than 2 cups in this bag, even though it says it is. So I'm just going to put the rest of it in here and move it out of the way. So, can you guys still see this okay? So the instructions asked me to go ahead and melt the cream cheese, cauliflower, and then I'm going to add a 1/4 cup of cheddar cheese in just a minute. I just kind of want to mix this up a little bit. Can you guys see that? Awesome. Thanks, Janet. Hope you guys had an awesome Monday. Like I said, I was off today, so it's a good recovery day after having the grandkids for the weekend. So I feel proud that we get to have them, you know, 1 weekend a month. And they live about an hour away. I wish they lived closer so that we could do more with them. But, you know, we try to do as much as we can. So, all right. So it also says to add a 1/4 cup of cheddar cheese. I really feel like they're doing this in the wrong order. But who knows? I'm just going to keep reading the instructions because they wrote the recipe, not me. So, 1/4 cup. I'm going to melt this down a little bit. Yes, I added a little bit more than a quarter cup because if y'all know me, there's nothing better with cheese than more cheese. So I've just used Kraft. If you're doing strict keto, you probably want to shred your own cheese and not use these. But like I said, I do PTKs. They help keep me in ketosis, so I don't stress about the little things. And having to shred my own cheese is a little thing. So, okay, so I'm going to just mix this up. I'm going to guess until all this cheese is melted. This looks really good. Smells good too. Let's see. And we're almost done here. Sorry, like I said, I got to figure out this whole screen thing. I need you to be able to see the pan and see me at the same time. So, more cheese. We're going to add more cheese on top, Louis. You just hang on there. All right, so I kind of got to move some of this stuff out of my way, just so that you guys can see what I'm about to do. All right. So it doesn't tell me what size casserole dish. It says 6 people. I'm just going to put it in this small one, so I'm hoping this is going to work. My burner's not hot, but my stove has already been preheated to 400. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in there. This on here, let's see. Mix, all right. I lost my stuff. All right, so I'm gonna turn this off. The cheese looks like it's melted. Kind of looks almost like I put potatoes in here with this cauliflower. I'm gonna guess with the cheese that's in here and the cheese is on top. Good night, Danny. I know you get up at 3 a.m. Thanks for watching us though, and thanks for sharing. Greatly appreciate it. So I'm gonna not grease the pan or anything, and I believe it will be okay. So I'm gonna just go ahead and pour this in the pan. And I'm gonna have to lift this because I don't think you guys can see it on this burner. So just give me a second and I'm gonna raise this up for you. Oh, this looks good. I made a green bean one before, but I think this looks really good. It's nice and thick. Kind of looks like potatoes in there, doesn't it? Or a pasta or something like that. Yeah, you want to see a close-up picture of that? All right, y'all. So, this is the picture Denise is talking about. That's my husband in it. We got married on a cruise ship years back. And so, yeah, that is me. Big difference between that and this, huh? So, thanks for asking. Hi, Barbara. Thanks for joining. All right, so we're almost done making our keto cauliflower and cheeseburger casserole. The only thing we have left to add is this cream. Inside this cream, we put 1 teaspoon of butter, melted butter. We put 2 eggs, and we put a half a cup of whipping cream. But let me read if I have to do this first or my cheese. Hold on. Thank you, Denise. Let's see. Mix well. All right, so it says to add this cream. And like I said, this cream had the 2 eggs, heavy whipping cream, and 1 tablespoon of butter. So I'm just gonna pour this over this. All right, and then it says to mix. Well, actually it doesn't say mix, but it just said pour, so I'm just gonna leave it. Not sure if you can see it or not, but you can see the cream sitting in the bottom of that. It's kind of thick. Having whipping cream thickens up, and it does look awesome, and it also smells awesome. And I think the longest thing is, you know, cooking the hamburger. So once you get that cooked, it's real easy to put together. And so the last ingredient is, it says a half a cup of cheese, but we all know half a cup ain't gonna be enough for me. So actually, well, let's see, I'm just gonna put lots of cheese. You know, I'm on that keto diet. I need to make my fat content. Again, if you're doing keto, I know, Janet, I so wish I had cooked some bacon to throw on here. I might have to get that bacon recipe from you, so thank you. So I think that's about it. So again, if you share this to your page or share it to your keto groups, low carb groups, or any groups that you think extra value would get, only less than 3 carbs per serving. This, honestly, for my family, is going to be more than 6 servings, so those net carbs will be a little bit less on that. So, so that's good. So it says to heat your oven 400, which I've already done. It says bake 30 minutes in the oven, and then we're done. So that's about it. But Janet, I'm really wishing I had some fresh bacon to crumble on top. So, but maybe next time. Again, if you want this recipe or any of the other recipes, go ahead and put group in the comments if you want to learn a little bit more about PTKs. I've got a lot of great videos coming up I'm excited about through the end of August. I even have a taste testing coming up. You guys know I got a lot of products, a lot of flavors. Nothing better than tasting the family on the flavors. Who's more honest than family, right? So, so that's coming up. So make sure you go ahead and, tap on the page, see those 3 little dots, and say follow me and see me first, so that the next time we go live, I'm the only one in the kitchen. The next time I go live, you won't miss out on it. So I appreciate you watching, and bon appetit. Isn't that what they say? See you later. Bye.